Hello, humans. It is me, Fuzz. Yes. It's been a bit of, well, a bit longer than I intended it would be. But in this time, I have acquired information about my current situation in ELDEN. Oh, yes. This information has informed me that I may or may not have locked myself out of the DLC. Which I was already a little bit concerned about, but I was not entirely sure. Because I wasn't really sure how to get there. Melania is not how I get to the DLC. At least, if the information I acquired is correct. Now instead, this, I guess, questline that we started recently, or slightly progressed recently, and then just to hit a wall with... It's like Mog the Bloodlord or something like that? I don't remember what his exact name was, but I need to get to him. If I can't get to him, I may or may not be able to get to the DLC. I think. There was another boss that was required to be beaten, but we've already dealt with him. I'm trying to remember what his name was. Radon. Yeah. So I'm left with a decision to make, and that is either continue to hunt for another maiden, which, if I can find one, then I probably can progress the story. Or that side story. If I can't find one, well, the issue that would remain is as simple as I wouldn't be able to get to the DLC in this one. Or I guess in this playthrough. Have to wait until New Game Plus. I lost our runes to you last time. I don't intend to lose any more to you. Well, then again, gain it. That dog. Ow! Point. Quick! Oh no, I'm out of stamina! Whoa. Yes, finally! This gave me a whole bunch of troubles last time. We didn't even die once this time. The first enemy in a few days. It went down so smoothly. Yeah. I've been quite troubled, because I really want to get to the DLC sooner than later. But on top of not truly knowing for sure where to go to get to the DLC, I don't even know if I can get it, or get to it in this fight. Oh, no! Absurd. Is that another one? I think not. I think there's just hopefully only two. Where am I? I don't recall if there's any tough enemies over there. There were some very tough enemies, but I was able to summon allies. So it wasn't that big a deal. These guys are just terrible. That was oddly convenient. Die. For such tough enemies, not very much runes. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What to do about you? Oh dear. Breaking their posture definitely seems to be the way to go about dealing with them. Are we close to the dragon or no? Closer, for sure, but he's like up here. Or up here? Up here. So he's like right over there. I do not want to have to walk through all that again. I wonder if the fox came back actually. I didn't bother to check. Though the amount of turtles over here is making me concerned. What the heck? Just this way. Maybe to accidentally jump off. Maybe that's what it's for. There doesn't appear to be anything over here. I wonder who resides in this challenge. Fortunately, these are pretty safe to give a whirl. Now. Let's fight. Oh no, it's more like you? Oh dear! Well, that's different! Ringleader. My my. Then I suppose you were one of their top warriors, perhaps. Let's try that again. But more victoriously. None of that super armor. Really don't want to approach me for whatever reason. Maybe this will encourage you. That just one-shot me? Well, I should make sure not to use another one while I can't see them properly. Because I didn't know they were doing that. My, my. That was close. That was very close. And that's the end of it. Oh. My, I guess it was not quite the end of it. It was almost. Wow. But they like to stay away from their target. I imagine there'll still be potentially a very... Well, they can use the Destined Death dagger attack, though. They might be a really, really potentially useful ally. Their lack of aggression at times is what concerns me. I definitely want to try them out. In replacement of who, though? I don't want to get rid of you. I don't want to get rid of you. You two are only there temporarily, and I think I can remove you safely now. But my. Put you there for now. Well, fascinating. We don't exactly have a lot of the material to upgrade our spirits. We've already been up there, so it's just this dragon and the puzzle down here. for the most part. I don't remember what we got here. Now that I think about it, though, there was other stuff that we got that I forgot to take a look at in the last session. My mind was so much on the matter of, I guess, the circumstance around what I got in the first place that I just forgot to even check the actual item. Is this dragon sleeping? Its tail's moving far too much for a sleeping dragon, I feel like. Is there more than one? Oh no, is there more than one? There's a lot. There's definitely more than one. There's one there, and then the one that's tail's moving is probably one that's awake. What kind of dragon are you? You look like you have things growing on your back. That's the wrong item. Oops. What kind of dragon are you? Is there a poison dragon? I considered the notion before, but I figured there just wouldn't end up being one. Even if it is a poison dragon, what's it doing around more dragons? What keeps dying nearby? Dragon there. There's at least 3. Is there a 4th? One's either another glintstone dragon, which would be more fitting, or potentially something that we have not encountered. Or just a normal dragon with things growing on them. I think that is very clearly a glintstone dragon by its breath, but why is that the only thing about it that looks like it's a glintstone dragon? No good at all. I almost walked right off the edge. There are 3 of them, and they're all so close to each other. Okay, what did I get? Let's just take a look at it here. It's not a sorcerer, was it? I mean, there's that. I think that might be one of the things we got. But it's weird, because I think I looked at it. So then... Oh. Well, that seems interesting. I can't actually use this. It takes 2 slots as well, which is not exactly appreciated. Nothing I don't recognize. Meaning if there's anything else that I got, I just can't remember right now. Maybe an accessory? There was this, I think. Disappointing as it was. And nothing else, as far as I can tell. I don't... There was a weapon, but I looked at it. It was a staff, I think. Yeah. Also somewhat disappointing. Death sorcery. I actually do have one now that I think about it. A death sorcery. Okay. As far as these dragons go, ideally I'd want to take them on one at a time, but I want a better picture of this situation. Are there only 3, or is there another one over in the distance that way? Ideally, I definitely want to take them on one at a time. Trying to fight 3 dragons at once just sounds like I'm asking for a lot of trouble. Like, when would there ever be an opening to attack? I mean, dragons They seem to kind of take their time. But still. Why's the one that's roaming around at the back? The others are asleep. There's over here, which I haven't checked. And I've been up here. So there's not likely more that way. This deer is surprisingly fine with me being this close. I have this weirdly bad feeling about this spot up here. And yet it appears that there is nothing here. Right, let's engage the dragons. One at a time, hopefully. This would make the most sense. Well, hold on a moment. What else is with it? There's smaller creatures nearby, it seems. Very good. Yes! I'm guessing these ones don't respawn then. Though I don't really plan on changing what dragon abilities I'm using currently. So getting more dragon hearts is only so nifty, really. That's scary. That's also kind of scary. I wish it would just try to chase me, but instead it's killing the wildlife nearby. Boy. Really just gonna let that Crimson Rot eat away at you? Uh-oh. close to his other kin. Much too close. Now this guy, I prefer to get the jump on him if I can, but I think he may have spotted me. Something useless. Well, mostly useless to me anyway. That was close. Oh wait, the heck do you think you're doing up there? Oh. Well, that was very close. Very good, yes. Very good indeed. With the dragon slain, we can see if there's anything else lingering about. The little bit of loot that we found so far wasn't really all that valuable. The dragon hearts was probably the most valuable thing up here. On this part, anyway. So as far as the map goes, I wonder where this Mog guy is anyway. I mean, far as I can tell with the map, we've been pretty much everywhere. Of course, unless there actually is something in this. And I guess there could be another underground place. Heck, there might even be more than one. I partially doubt it, but... My. This turtle puzzle... Right now I really don't want to just wander around aimlessly, doing something that I just don't know if I will figure it out or not. If only he had some kind of a lead on where I can find this maiden. I have no clue where the blind girl's gone. Honestly, I don't really want to kill her anyways. She hasn't really given me any reason to. I'm contemplating if attempting to go for a second run would be the reasonable thing. A second time around the story, and see if I can find a maiden then. I'm not sure if you can use your own maiden. Not that I really want to. But at least I would potentially be able to. I have this feeling I actually wouldn't, though. It might not let me. Nothing more here. Well, there's that guy. I doubt killing him will do anything for me, but I kind of feel like going back and killing him just because I know that he's still there. How to get to him? I have to go down there. I have to go through some very dangerous enemies. And the birds. Or go the other way around. Then I won't have to go through as many birds. But the path will be a tad bit more weird in some ways. At least it's something as I ponder my next move. I don't know if the black flames will stop these guys. But let's just see how it goes, I suppose. I missed! Missed again! One move I did expect to miss, which was that. I didn't think it was going to hit me. It's like, I'll just jump right over it. Just smacked me right as I was about to jump instead. I should have sent the elevator back up. Just in case. I wonder if he'll see me if I try to sneak around like this. He did not see me. Still don't know what the purpose of going down there is. Which is also something that bugs me a little. Oh. I have no there. Feels like it's been quite a while since I've been here. not sure if I'm remembering it correctly, but I could have sworn there were some enemies alongside this Dragon Knight. What's really troubling is the Banished Knights we'll have to deal with on the way there. I feel more confident in beating the Dragon Knight than these Banished Knights. I think I have to kill off pretty much all of them too, I think. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Getting him. Okay. This is the way. There should be more. Now how do I get them to come down? It's a bird. A very, very bad bird. Seems I wasn't loud enough down here to catch anyone's attention above. There are two Banished Knight up there, from my understanding. Unless I'm mistaken and that guy was originally up there. One dual-wielding Banished Knight. And disturbingly, I do not see the other one. This is troubling because I don't want to get jumped by a soldier-looking fellow who is quite very much larger than me. And has moves that have super armor. I can just bypass this guy, actually. Should I, though? I mean, I guess that guy with the spear was the one who was up here, or maybe he wasn't up here ever. And away you go. There should be some punks with this Dragon Knight, which is the real issue. That and the terrain. Actually, it looks like it's just him. Oh no, he's fighting. That's very close. No! It's so much effort to get here. This is the Banished Knights. It went well this time, but swear, if I kill him and he just drops runes and that's all, I'll have to go through a lot to get to him. My. That's really bad. His friends have noticed. The lightning one-shots me! The real question is, why does friends notice this time? Also, whether they notice or not, how are they accurately casting that into another room to get me? They can't see me, I think. I mean, I guess it's like they can in the coding, I suppose. We lost quite a bit of runes now I think about it. Just like what we lost to the fox. And away you go! punk. Very intimidating. Where is he? I can hear him. But the fact that I don't see him still is troubling. I mean, I did suppose that he was up top, and it seems he is. Does this patrol route take him up there and then back down? Like, why was he down here the other time? And how the heck am I gonna get past him now? Quick! Quick! Ooh. Watcher. Oh. It's just you and me now. Ah! My item? Sir? Why can't I look down further? Fine. Well, that was a waste, then. A waste of my runes, and partially my time. Well, not really, because I can check this off knowing that there isn't any meaning to it. My. Is there anything up here? I mean, I wasn't able to figure out this. I think there's another thing up here that I was also not able to figure out. But off the top of my head, I can't remember. Just this. Yeah, because I've cleared this. I've cleared this. I didn't kill the giant hands. And I don't really feel like I need to. after realizing that there wasn't just simply one of them. If there was only one, then I would have probably insisted and continued to try to kill it. Let's go see what we can spend our dragon hearts on. There's this. There's this. They both cost 2, and I have 7. Wait a minute, is that right? I feel like something's a little off. Because if I have 7, then there are more dragons to be slain. There are likely more dragon abilities. I don't think they would have bothered to give me more dragon hearts than there are things to acquire. From above. Not that that really does anything. It can be done well in the air, but it takes longer and requires more, I think. It also cannot be done while riding Torrent, which is the main reason why I haven't moved on to using these abilities. We still have 3. There's another dragon move somewhere. That's gonna bug me for a very long time. Unless we find it, like, soon, which I don't think we will. Our paths before us, well, there's only 3. There's continue what appears to be the main path up before us, trying to defeat Melania, and hunting for some maiden to stain this cloth with their blood. Which I don't actually know if I can do right now. I don't know if there is a maiden. It's just somewhere in the land, really, that I actually can do that. It does feel a bit weird, the notion, like, if I actually can lock myself out of the DLC. I mean, within reason, lock myself out of the DLC. If I was just senselessly killing every character I encountered, then fine. I think it would be not too far-fetched that I'd lock myself out of the story if I did that well in advance before meeting the guy. But if I hadn't killed too many of the people involved, or that could be used, just because there was no real reason to kill them, then can I still lock myself out? I'm better off starting over now. Wow, starting over feels kind of odd, because I don't actually know what happens when I get New Game Plus, if that's even what the game will call it. Once I beat this playthrough, if there's a New Game Plus, will I even do that? I mean, I think there's more endings to this game, based on what the trophies are saying. So probably this series is going to end up probably being longer than even the Bloodborne series at that rate. My. And coincidentally, the spot that I supposedly was going to be trying to get to grind, that was going to be better, is also in the direction of this quest. And if I can't complete this quest, or even progress it any further, I won't be able to get to a better grinding place. I don't think beating Melania will really grant any answers. I don't think trying to progress the main story will provide any answers, aside from get me closer to a potential New Game Plus. I would say sweeping through the land should be pretty quick or pretty easy to do a second time, unless the enemies level up from when you do a new game plus. If they do, then it will take, I suppose, a considerable amount of time. But otherwise, I could very easily sweep through them. Or so I think. I mean, I am still a one-shot to some guys, who I well over level at this point. There's something that weirds me out. Is there really more roots of death? Or death root? Well, I guess wherever this Mog the Bloodlord guy is, could have one. My. I'm gonna pause for a moment. Just noticed something that needs my attending to. And I might not be able to do so later, so I'll be back. I'm back. My, well that was annoying. I accidentally ended the video when I went to pause it. I'll just attach this to the first video. It's gonna seem like one video, because in the end it will be one. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to continue to grind to beat Melania. Then I'm going to move on to probably try to progress the story, because as far as this questline goes, I have to go find some maiden who could be who knows where. I looked around for her too, and to no avail. Which is rather annoying. Even more annoying if it turns out I walked right past her, perhaps. But I don't know. I didn't see that happen. I would have, well, stopped and dealt with her, probably. Probably the worst part beyond that is I don't even know if she'll actually count. I think she's one of the maidens who would technically count. I don't know what answers I'll find in New Game Plus, but that's what I'm going to be aiming for, as far as the DLC goes. But before I get there, Melania must fall. And because I can't get to Mog right now, because I don't know how, I don't know where I can find a maiden to progress that story, this is the best grinding spot I have. I wonder just how much better of a grinding spot there is at Mog, or around him, anyway. Just how much better indeed, I wonder. Because this spot's pretty good. Though, I guess from my level, it's a little questionable now. For the rest of this video, it'll probably be mostly me just grinding here. Because until I feel notably stronger, at least a little bit notably stronger, like, how many more levels should I go for reasonably? I want my strength to maybe around 30-ish, but that feels like really high. Let's try putting most of it to strength. We'll put some to dexterity. We'll get dexterity to like maybe 50, but we're getting our strength to about that level. Maybe 48, which is higher than I had in mind originally. So my strength really at 30 right now? Because that's a lot I'm going to have to occupy. My. You better get grinding then. Sure, grinding takes a while, but if it takes long for me to decide to even go do it, it'll take even longer, in a sense. Something else that has occurred to me me is I probably should up my ability to use spells. Because while it's a fairly high level right now, I think I haven't really been upgrading that in terms of its damage at all. And I use magic quite a lot, actually. Better grinding spot than this. I wonder if it's more dangerous than this. I mean, with this, one slip up and they'll kill me. Or so it feels. Unfortunately, it's not so hard to succeed in this area. Though, because failure seems to be almost a chance then with these guys, it is a little bit questionable. Oops. It'd be nice if any enemy could drop the Ruin Arc, rather than just rats. Or the Arc Rune? Ruin Arc. We have 6 of them currently. It's kind of surprising, actually. I wonder just how much in the story I've actually missed. Well, less in the story, just I mean in this game. Because this world's quite large, and there's a lot to be done. Well, it can be done, as far as I can tell. I wonder how much will be different once we do start New Game Plus. I also wonder how many people are having the same issue with the DLC that I am right now, which is essentially not being able to access it. Because I don't know how. I mean, considering the bugs are the ones that matter the most, maybe I should just cut these guys out entirely. They don't take a whole lot of time to deal with, but they also don't grab me all that much. And that's exactly what there is to be concerned about. Very dangerous. May have looked like I didn't try to dodge, but I most certainly did. It's tough with the attack being layered like that. Parts of it come after you faster than other parts of it. I'm going to slightly smoother like this, so I will activate another. But I am well aware that I do involve the notion of just losing the rune arcs by doing this. Yeah, let's cut them out entirely. Pretty rough though, even with my barrier it still killed me. I think even with my fire being stronger because of the rune arc, this guy was still able to somehow slip out of it. How much I need to level up. That is quite rough. Come on. Of all the times for my body to suddenly start feeling like coughing. Oh, terrible. It's been much less recently. So I wonder why it's suddenly happening now. I was gotten a lot harder recently, though. Just really annoying. That was very close. My. How alarming. Dragon that spews instant death. Now that would be interesting. And not terribly very effective, considering I don't get, well, hit by dragon breath very often. Though it would allow me to see if I can get it to work on other targets. Now that I think about it, that death sorcery I got should also allow for that. Because I'm not actually sure if that works on just anything. I'm greatly intrigued. I would like to see this. No, I'm gonna need a target that's not likely to kill me. One of those small bug creatures, I suppose, would do. Now the real question is, how quickly will it work? Well, it doesn't seem like it works on them. Like, if that's not enough to afflict them, I don't know what would be. There's no way they're just simply that resistant. I don't think it works on them. That probably works on these people. But how quickly? This isn't going to go well, I imagine. There's no way that you guys aren't affected by it as well. Really? Well, even if they are, they're so unfathomably useless that I'm just... There's no way I will use it. Like, maybe that works on player-like enemies, but that's... useless to me. Only works on other tarnished, probably. I just lost another rune arc. I shall use another anyway. Well, we learned how useless that spell is. Hopefully it's not as noisy as it makes itself out to be. Or seem. Oh goody, that worked. Okay. Well, that was close. Almost just lost all my runes right then and there. Well, more like the rune arc. Wouldn't have really mattered if I had lost these little bit of runes I'm carrying. should up it by about 5 using the rune arc. So I just subtract 5 from everybody's to get what they are originally. Now even then it's a little questionable because I have these equipped. Though it shouldn't be too concerning considering I always have them equipped. Yes. Yes, indeed. Then 2 more to dexterity, I suppose. There's something I didn't do. I didn't test out this summon. While it's not really relevant to my grinding, I do want to try it out. I do wonder how good they are. At this, they'll be level 0, so... show me what you can do. It's not until I make it. Oh. The damage it's doing is less than the damage they're doing to it. Well, per hit of its regular slashes. Its strong hits look like they're still pretty strong. At level 0, I don't think they're going to be able to handle the giant. But it is kind of amusing to see how they are handling all these guys for the most part. Looks like they will win. And it's taking the initiative to kill the rest of them. It's not requiring me to keep involving myself. I mean, it's evasive, but only so evasive. It's pretty aggressive, which is nice. Oh, that's interesting. It disappeared as though there's no one else remaining. But there's a giant. I just didn't have the giant summoned. How much can we level this up? I'm curious as to how fast we can kill them while it's high level. This part kind of does pertain to my grinding up, because it will partially hinder my leveling up myself.
I see.
And we don't have any level or tier 8 ones. Same issue that we're having for none of them, actually. Yeah. Since when has that been the situation it was in? I guess I don't have any level 9 either, perhaps. Wait, no, if he's level 9, I don't have any level 10. Yeah, he's level 9. I just don't have any level 10. Why have 3 of these? Very well. From level 0 to level 9.
I see.
I mean, you're almost the only one I'd get rid of. I'll draw upon you in situations where I find that you won't do, I think. So for now, I shall replace you. Is kind of how I feel. Because you just seem typically better than you. And you're level 10, he's only level 9. Yeah. It's a shame that you're not more notably aggressive feeling. Though, you might not inflict blood loss at all, so... I suppose there is that. Now, I want to see how they operate against Melania, honestly. Though I kind of don't think they'll solve my situation against her, but I'm very curious as to how they would go about it. Now then, show me what you are capable of. One step away from the max. Kill them all, even the giants. Boy. This is the first hit they've taken. First notable hit they've taken. Now you're being weapons to a point. Except for that. Well, it didn't look like it did very much damage to him at all. Same with that. You got hit, but it looked like you almost took no damage. Like... What's surprising is how they're taking so little damage, even when they are getting hit. And he's dead. thought that might be the best any of them has ever done in killing you. You took a while to do it, but you're barely harmed. My. I'm glad I spent the runes to level them up. Though I get the feeling they're not going to be super useful against Melania. Other bosses probably pretty useful, but Melania is a bit of a different story. That is so much heavier. I am not liking the idea of how much it's going to take to be able to carry that around. My time, all my other stats are reaching like almost 70s, or some of my other stats. Flipping my endurance will then be like 150, just so I can carry that shield. And everything else I want to carry. My. Well, it may not be quite ideal. I definitely find it more preferable to be able to equip the gear I want to use, rather than necessarily doing a huge amount of damage with just a few pieces of gear. I'm quite aware it is not the most effective path, but especially for the short run of things. No, it does fit the way I want to play. Ooh. Originally, I had no plans of using these shields. When I started to see just how good they can be, I couldn't help but consider. My. I just saw something else moving. Hopefully I don't get any funny ideas. Oh, maybe the guy up there just patrols around anyway, so I've only just noticed. After this time of grinding, well, I guess this bunch of them. If I still can't beat Melania reasonably quick, I'll actually be somewhat surprised. Or rather than simply beating her reasonably quick, if I don't see a notable difference in battle, then I'll be somewhat surprised. This will potentially be the largest amount of levels grind before we actually confront her. I mean, after all this to my dexterity, or this last level to my dexterity, there's a whole bunch I'm gonna put to my strength. Unfortunately, my strength doesn't have any passive buffs to my knowledge. To like, I don't know, I guess my durability. Not to my knowledge anyway. Upping my dexterity apparently increases my spell casting speed. Which is kinda odd, but an advantage I will gladly take. It is also one I have not really noticed. Not enough. By the time I'm done grinding, the area where Mog, the Bloodlord guy is, may not even be an applicable, decent place to grind anyways. I mean, this is by no means the first time I'm grinding here. For I know I may have already long passed the point of the other spot being any decent. Though it's supposedly better than this one, so I guess it would still be better than this spot. And if it was harder to deal with, well, it would be even more applicable now. Because I'd be stronger. probably up my vitality by 3 as well. Then we'll up my mind a bit, because I don't like having more health than I have FP. Something about it feels weird with the way I play. About 11 levels, I think, for my strength. Levels? Am I mistaken? No, that's accurate, I think. Still alive, huh? My, my. still died even though he dodged. Not enough. I was thinking of going and trying Melania sooner than later. But then I remembered that if I do that too early, I'm just going to waste a arc rune when I get back to grinding. I think I'll just wait. Almost level 200. I wonder what the max level in this game is. That was incredibly dangerous. It is amazing how these guys are at least that one, anyway. He's too absorbed in whatever it is he's doing. Oh. Of the area where Mog the Bloodlord is, if there's an area to grind there that's higher level than this, or gives more runes than this, wouldn't the game expect you to be pretty high level when you're going there? Makes me wonder how early on you can go there in the first place. It really does make me concerned. I'm like thinking, am I really too far to be able to go there right now? Or do I really just need to go look for this girl more until I either eventually find her or not find her? Because there's not really... I won't eventually find her. There's no guarantee that I'll find her. She could just be darn near anywhere that I haven't already looked. Like, it could be as dumb as that she was just in a corner somewhere. And I just walked right past it. I mean, she's on a journey, but she's blind. She could have ended up darn near anywhere. At least from what I remember, she's blind. I don't even know if that's the girl I'm supposed to be trying to find in the first place. She has her own quest line to her, with these Shrewsbury grapes. If progressing the tree this far really does prevent some quests from going through, if I need her quest to go through far enough to be able to, well, either to slay her at a certain point, or just as soon as I meet her. If it's as soon as I meet her, then I could have just done so when I found her. Well, actually, no, you find it really early. Like before you have been given the quest to prove yourself, I suppose. Only the katana. I wonder why. He relies more on strength than either of these two. That's surprising. And its scaling to dexterity is also higher than the scythe. That's very weird indeed. They both inflict far more blood loss than the scythe does, which is also surprising. Kind of figure that wouldn't be the case if you got hit by this scythe versus if you got hit by the katana. Then again, the katana has a lot of a lot of length indeed. I don't think I ever tried this. Whoa. Yeah, it does fire a projectile. Well, it is a great spear. These two actually seem like they are great spears. This just seems like potentially a large spear, and same with this. Actually, this one doesn't even seem very large. I mean, the spear head is sizable, I suppose. Though, so is this one in a sense. Yeah, see, ain't a whole lot different than this one. This one's pretty thin. My. It's so hot. My. Summer with no cooling, 2 computers, a TV and a PlayStation 5 all on at the same time, and 2 monitors. My. I guess at least I'm in the basement instead of upstairs. Uh-oh. Reduces the casting time of spells, softens fall damage, and makes it harder to be knocked off your horse. Has a lot of extra attributes. My. Attributes required, but it doesn't actually say what it uses. I think it's fair to assume that faith would be what it requires. Or, I mean, like, what it scales to. But it doesn't actually say that it does. comes up in the faith that this thing is damaged by 3. Oh, its scaling is C instead of E. So we get up by quite a bit. By comparison to pretty much any of the other things that was up against stats. And again. I'm not sure how this thing's scaling properly works, because his attack power that it says there, I think, is specifically physical attack power. But it does have oops. You can't scale it? I see. And if I up Arcane, will that up or get increased? Yes, it will. And because it scales to that with a very high modifier, that would be the way to increase my spell's potency. I think. It'd be really convenient if that applies to all of the spells. And right now, my claws also scale to Arcane, so increasing that will also strengthen my claws. Until my strength is where I want it, I should keep focusing on strong, specific. then again, being able to cast my spells at a higher potency would help the grind go more smoothly, I feel like. nothing in this kind of heat. Summers on Earth are rather rough. My. I do much prefer the cold rather than this kind of heat. Yeah. Well, I need a bit more to strength than I thought I did. I think earlier I said 11 more. I needed more than that. I think. More than 3 runs to be able to level up. Perhaps I should re-include those symbols. I'll start now. Almost 300,000. Also almost level 200. Yeah, now I need about, I think 11 strength. Which is a bit ridiculous. Main reason why I need 11 more strength is so that even when the Great Rune's not active, I'll still be able to use the shield that I want to use. deal with the soldiers. Oh. Wrong spell. Just 10 more levels for strength. I do want to put some more here and here. And a bit to these two as well. That's a lot of leveling up. Already I feel like I've done quite a lot of leveling up. Oi. I think I'll just leave them be. These guys already are a little bit pushing it. Oh no! Now that I think about it, I should probably stop this video soon, actually. When I edit this video, it's gonna end up being really bloody long. Or, I guess, the file size will end up being really large if I go particularly any further. I'll finish this loop first. This means I'm gonna have to do some more grinding in another video after. I mean, I guess I could just stop this one and start another one right away. Though it is a lot more grinding I've got to do. Though I intend to get all done at the very least in the next video. Hopefully. Because this time we leveled up like, what, how many times? Maybe almost 10 times? I'm sure that we leveled up at least, what? At least like 6, 7-ish times. Maybe not 10 times. As we went, I wasn't counting every single level progressively in that way. Just constantly matching it to what I have in my head that I want to achieve. Rather than focusing on where it was when I started. Right. In which case I'll stop now, actually. Yeah. Well then. As usual, it's been me, Fuzz. And you'll see me again next time, which will hopefully be a lot sooner than it has been recently. Bye for now.